Picture this: a curve in the road, a change in plans. Well, what do you say? With the all-new Audi Q3, the answer's always yes. Yes to adventure. Yes to escape. Yes to performance. Yes to comfort. Yes to right now. Because saying yes without hesitation, that's real luxury. The all-new Audi Q3, made for the yes life.
Transport your senses with Sol de Janeiro's limited edition perfume mist collection at Sephora. Spritz on lush notes of rainforest orchid and crisp sea breeze with Refresco Paraíso. Embrace a floral and fruity scent inspired by Rio's nude beach with Cheeky Bikini. Or capture sun-kissed bliss with Limonada Gelada, where zesty Brazilian lemonade accord meets coconut milk and golden brown sugar. Don't miss Sol de Janeiro's limited edition perfume mist collection only at Sephora.
It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. That's right, we've done all the work for you. All you have to do is press play and listen. My name is Justin, and you can call me Band Curious because I am indeed curious about bands. And what that normally means is a conversation would be happening about a band or artist, and I'd get a panel of people together. We would talk about the band, and then we would put together a top 10 starter kit list for you to get into said band. It's part game show, part argument, part discussion. It's a lot of fun. And if you haven't used our show to get into a band, I highly recommend you do so. But that's what we would normally do on the show. That is our Thursday episodes. And this week it will be Avril Lavigne. So if that is something you'd be interested, hit subscribe and on Thursday, download our Avril Lavigne episode and give us a shot. But today is an important one because today it's a letter to Peter. I think it's technically our second official letter to Peter. Last week was an unofficial one because it kind of tied with my earworm Wednesday. I did hear from Lou left a comment on my first one, and then Aaron reached out and said that she appreciated it. It helped me out a lot to do it. So it is something that is going to be in rotation. Letter to Peter every so often when it comes up. If there's something I wanted to talk to him about, I'm going to use my microphone to talk to Peter. Maybe eventually I'll leave it for myself, but in the meantime, if it helps anybody else to be able to hear these things, then yeah, I'm going to continue to do it because it's if it's helping me and helping anybody else, then to me that's all I needed to hear. So this last weekend, as we noted, and I'm going to direct this at Peter, but we came to celebrate you, man. We finally made the trip down to Orlando together. Jenny, Scott, and myself traveled to Orlando, and boy, oh boy, did you supply us with some adventures. First of all, we learned about your lovely city, that the OBT is not somewhere where you really want to be staying. And we couldn't help but think that that was a joke that you played on us, helping us find the motel or the hotel that we stayed at, and because it was cheap, and sometimes it's cheap for reasons, but I also think that it was cheap because you thought it would be funny that we stayed there. So that was the first thing. Your city is lovely, though. We did get to hang with John and Val, and that was great. I got to meet some dogs and pet some dogs. I'm sure you knew them, but I didn't before this, so I got to pet those dogs, and it was awesome. We went, I forget, Apopka Lake, I think was what it was called, has like a nature drive, and as you know, when we used to play Red Dead online, part of what we would do is chasing the gators. So we were in gator country, had to go see gators. So we went to go see gators. We actually saw a lot of them. And it's kind of funny seeing a gator up close in what it amounts to its natural habitat. It was neat. And I just think back to like how many times we would like tie people up in Red Dead and toss them to the gators, hoping that they would eat them. What is wrong with us? But yeah, that was something we would do. And so since we were in gator country, we had to go see the gators. We went to your celebration of life, and I got to meet a lot of your friends who, you know, I'm jealous of, in the sense that they got to like hang with you. They got to be in your presence, and, you know, seeing all these pictures of your friends with you, and seeing pictures of you as a young lad, and getting to hug a lot of your friends. And Aaron and Nathan, they were lovely. I got to hug them, and Nathan told me about the Local H story, where you guys went to see Local H, and he said hi to Scott when Scott was going up on stage, and you said, "Don't do that, you're embarrassing me," which was awesome. I wore my Local H shirt, and a couple people noted that was the appropriate choice. I think most people, it may have gone over their heads, but that's okay. We got to meet Abel, and he wasn't, what a lovely soul. It was hard for him to keep it together, but he had so many kind words to say. I miss you, bud. And it was great being in this place with so many people who loved you. And I was talking to Erin, and she told me how you had sometimes had problems realizing how loved you were. And we both said, "Would you look at this, man? You seeing this? We loved you so much, man. And we all miss you."
In a food system this big, Feeding America races to get good food to neighbors facing hunger. That's why we work in real time, using technology to connect food to people fast. Hunger doesn't wait. Give now to help rescue good food for neighbors at feedingamerica.org/rescuefood.
No one goes to Hank's for spreadsheets. They go for a darn good pizza. Lately, though, the shop's been quiet, so Hank decides to bring back the $1 slice. He asks Copilot in Microsoft Excel to look at his sales and costs and help him see if he can afford it. Copilot shows Hank where the money's going and which little extras make the dollar slice work. Now Hank's has a line out the door. Hank makes the pizza, Copilot handles the spreadsheets. Learn more at m365copilot.com/work.
But we'll talk to you soon, okay, man? I love you, and sorry I couldn't keep it together. But it was great being in your town. It was great getting to talk with people who knew you well, and all your different families. We all love and miss you. I'll talk to you all tomorrow.